Today we're talking about the Book 10 Fade channel. Update 10.0 will go live today, and the next reset will open Book 10 up for everyone to play. Now, to summarize the end of Book 9, the rune we journeyed with was a creation of Alfador, who was the same appearance, minus shoes. They are the same being technically. Now, Rune/Alfador is the creator of the world, while the Old Man Alfador was simply the celestial king of Asgard. The Old Man was trying to surpass the creator of the same name, but all along, Rune was basically just setting him up to fight the humans. Now, Rune wants to see humans struggle against all odds like the heroes in myths and fairy tales. Book 9 was basically Rune getting to see the Asgard crew in action with front row seats. Now, as for Loki, this is almost like Book 2, where we thought she was loyal to Surtur, but it turns out she's loyal to Alfador. Come Book 9, we thought this meant the Celestial King Alfador, but Loki and Thor serve the real Alfador, aka Rune, aka the creator. Now, there was some neat symbolism in the Book 9 trailers where Loki had natural-looking wings. Meanwhile, the Asgardians have metallic or artificial wings, which I assume symbolize how the Old Man Alfador is kind of a fake. Now moving on, Rune/Creator Alfador explains how the next test for the humans is basically Ragnarok. First is the Winter of Annihilation, second is the Wolf of Annihilation, and third is the Sword of Annihilation. It would appear the main story has at least 3 more years to go. I mean, we gotta milk Fortune's weave, so checks out. Now in the Book 10 trailer, we see Rune with the Wood Tree and the 9 realms. The last chapter for Book 9 listed the 9 realms in groups. The bottom group is Ice, Flame, and the Dead. This would be Nifl, Muspel, and Hel. The next would be Jotnar, the Velger, and Humanity. This would be Jotunheimer, the Valir, and Midgard, which is Asgard/Embla. Last, the top is Heaven, Light, and Dreams. This should be Asgard, Vanaheim, and then Alfheim, which was split into the Light and Dark Fairy realms. Rune ends up freezing the bottom 3 realms because the Winter of Annihilation is starting with Fimbulvetur, or Fimbulvetur, however you say her name. Naturally, Fimbulvetur is personified by a hot lady who freezes the Nifl Castle and then Fjorm as well. We then see Forskos, Emblem Lord Asgard, give a power up to Alfonse, which should have happened in Book 6, but whatever, better late than never. As per usual, Alfonse saves the day, and we finally get our promotion for our main lord. It only took 9 years. Alfonse must be like level 100 or something. Now, as we see more in a bit, it seems like we're going to revisit past realms properly in the coming books. Fjorm gets a new form, and she isn't the only one. I know Hareed survived Book 2, but I would kind of start sweating if I were him. I think Rune's going to be making a second pass through the Fae lineup. The main artwork for Book 10 gives us more looks at Alfonse and Fjorm and their new getups. We have a proper shot of our next CYL winner, Fimbulvetur. I absolutely love that we're sticking with Rune as the main design for Alfador because it's so much funnier when everything in Fae happened because of a kid. It also means Alfonse is going to end up shish kebabbing a child, but I don't think that's much of an issue for him. Now, the main artwork also showcases more characters, and Faye the Owl straight up didn't say anything about them. They were pretty secretive with the plot, so it's all speculation for now. The main standout is that Leaf appears to be back. Going by the groupings, Book 10 should involve Hel, and I wonder if Leaf having a scythe means anything more since the ruler of Hel has been gone for a while now. Definitely expect a new Leaf alt and hopefully another death metal music video next year. Now, another interesting tidbit is that Shirena, who is very tiny in the center, has her entwined outfit. I think it's safe to say that Shirena also got her promotion with the Tempest Trials. Now onto the full artwork. Besides the menacing Fimbulvetur in the background, there is another snake lady with a very long tail. CYL winner number 2 is potentially Jormungandr from some comments I've read. On the right side, we then have a very random looking sheep thing. Is that a character or is that like a new marketable plushie? I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully this isn't all the characters in Book 10. Muspel is supposed to be involved, so Legion and Levatine probably have to show up. I would kind of like to see the gods, Nifl and Muspel themselves appear, but I don't know how much of the Tempest Trials side stories are going to be relevant since not everyone may have read those events. Since they are using Entwined Shirena though, hopefully those side stories aren't going to be forgotten. After you beat Chapter 1 of Book 10, this year, Chosen Alfonse is the freebie unit. Fitting and about damn time. Chosen heroes are a new hero type, which I'll be going over more in a bit. First off, I love the crazy wing cape Alfonse has over his regular cape, makes the special artwork look amazing. As a unit, Chosen Alfonse is a slow sword infantry. Similar to how Entwined Shirena is basically just braver Shirena, Chosen Alfonse is kinda just braver Alfonse. We did get the trailer with his full kit details, but I'm going to be going over that fully in the banner video. To summarize, Alfonse has Bulwark, deploys Stone Terrain, and has Gallop, so he moves 4 spaces to set up a front line. Like his Brave ult, Alfonse has built-in great talent boost for everything except speed, and he can buff his team passively each turn or speed it up when he procs a special. His weapon has a lot of true damage, Excel flat DR and 50% piercing. It also grants brave attacks if Alfonse has higher defense or he has 2 allies in that long crux range. Now, instead of a 2 cooldown special with 40% DR, Ascendant King is a 4 cooldown Ignis. Alfonse has Slang and Breath type cooldown along with his brave hits to try and burst enemies down. Now for some extra flair, Alfonse has Contact Distance +1 and Distant Counter. Very much a Brave Alfonse 2 type deal here, and that includes an upgrade for Reopening called Rejuvenate. It appears to literally be Reopening plus No Seed Disrupt with some healing, and the attack multiple times restriction is just gone for the 20% defense scaling on the true damage and flat DR. To add more flat DR and tempo, Alfonse has Ike's Warrior's Blow, and he also has Pre-Employ for extra cooldown. Remember that Alfonse does have pretty good res, which is just fine for deploy debuffing. Now, what is a Chosen Hero? We just got Entwined Heroes, but Chosen Heroes aren't really a super new hero type like that. Chosen Heroes are basically the next iteration of Legendary Heroes. Through the years, we usually get updated bonus effects on the Legendaries and Mythics, so this is the same thing, but it's classified separately. The big difference is that Alfonse doesn't share his bonuses by matching blessings. By the way, he is a Win Legendary / Chosen Hero. Instead of matching blessings, Alfonse will choose an ally to grant his power to. This is effectively like the Emblem Rings, and you can pick one ally at a time, but you can switch freely at any time. Now, there are 4 benefits to being chosen by Alfonse. First off, like Emblem Heroes, any merges on the chosen hero will turn into +1 Dragon Flowers on the target hero as a stat bonus. I think this is the exact same deal, so a +10 Alfonse would grant +2 to all stats on the ally. Next, the target hero will get higher arena scoring. This section is not really explained super clearly even with the in-game notification. From my understanding, like the dual effect on legendaries, chosen heroes can raise their own BST rating for arena scoring. Alfonse, for example, is going to score as a 220 BST unit. A new effect, I think, is that Alfonse also treats all his skills as having the max SP score, which I think means you could run reposition, and it's going to count like reposition gate. Now, for the target hero, if their score is lower than Alfonse overall, then the target hero now scores the same as Alfonse. This would be like the dual A skills, except instead of raising BST for the unit, you raise their overall arena score entirely. If I understand correctly, this doesn't mean Chosen Alfonse suddenly is going to boost scores for everyone. Because it's counting the overall arena score, this will include merges, and recent +10 merge units should score higher than a +0 Alfonse. Again, this is just another form of legendary heroes. I assume they still want you to +10 the chosen hero themselves for max arena scoring. Now, in regards to the target hero, I'm not sure if Alfonse has to be in the team for the score sharing to work. If you +10 Alfonse, I don't know if you can leave him out of the team and then give his full score to anyone. I mostly mention this because the other benefits are supposed to work even if Alfonse isn't in the team. Along with the stat bonus, target heroes will get enhanced weapon triangle effects. Similar to Seer's Snare, if you have weapon triangle advantage, you get +20 true damage and 20 flat DR. In addition, colorless units now have weapon triangle advantage against each other. Well, from my understanding, unlike Seer's Snare, this time you kinda wanna fight colorless foes with your own colorless units. These weapon triangle rules only work for the player, not the AI defense team. Seems like a pretty strong benefit. Now, it does sound like colorless units can even activate weapon triangle dependent effects on enemy colorless foes. This is kinda relevant because Harmonic Brave Lyn has Arch Rival and is colorless. Besides armors and cavaliers, she could get the Arch Rival cooldown perks on colorless matchups. Now, I did say that chosen heroes do not grant their bonuses via matching blessings. Oh well, you still need to match seasons. For Alfonse and his target hero, all these benefits besides the stat bonus will only work during win seasons. Basically, the grant power menu is like sharing a win blessing, except the target hero gets to keep their own blessing. For example, Anna can have a mythic blessing, and Alfonse isn't going to override it when you do your arena stuff. Same thing for the actual mythic heroes. For some additional notes, like the emblems, you need one copy of the chosen hero to grant their power to an ally. If you try to fodder chosen heroes off, they're gone for good. They are not like rearmed or attuned heroes, so you need extra copies if you want their skills. When it comes to summoning events, these are limited time units and they are going to be in the monthly Legendary Mythic Emblem banner spot. I mean, I kinda assume Chosen Heroes are just going to replace Legendaries going forward, but we'll see. Effectively, they're playing the same role as that limited time hero type that benefits arena scoring. Let's move on from arbitrary scoring methods and talk about rewards. As part of the Book 10 celebration, there is a login bonus for 200 Dragon Flowers of each type and 1000 Heroic Grails plus normal 6 Divine Codes. Next, we have quests for more of the previous items and then a whole bunch of blessings. We also get 3 orbs because it's Book 3. Oh wait. For 8 the raid quests, we have 3 new structures including Alfonse's new sword and then I believe Fjorm's new wing/spear. There is also the World Tree. We gotta look at the next New Heroes banner and it's gonna be for 3 houses. Like for Alfonse, I'll be lightly summarizing the kits and do a proper breakdown in a separate video. First up, Lawrence is the 4-star focus unit who will demote after. He is a Blue Mage Cavalier with pretty solid attack and speed, albeit at the cost of defense and res. Lawrence has the Blue Sparrow Tome, which is the DR Piercing Specials inheritable. He comes with Dragon Fang, Attack and Speed Bond, and a surprise Attack and Speed Far Trace 3. Not gonna say no to Kanto skills in that free-to-play pool. Next, Ignatz is a 5-star colorless infantry archer. His watchful bow is pretty standard with plus 10 stats, 25 true damage, and 15 flat DR. He has slang and preamp pulse for cooldown. For support, Ignatz can debuff foes with minus 5 stats, 10 true damage, and 50% piercing. I would say this weapon is almost like a combination of the 3rd and 4th gen arcane weapon effects. Now, for skills, Ignatz has perfect attack and speed and speed and defense havoc, which is new. Ignatz is going for that high speed and res, low defense archer stat spread. Special unit for the banner is Rearmed Lysithea in her Timeskate outfit. I would say she's got her usual glass cannon stats, but she tanked Fallen and Lear because that's how things are nowadays. Now, Lysithea is a green infantry mage, but she doesn't have an arcane weapon. Instead, she has Sertzinger's Mystery. In the trailer, they did add a new description text saying it's an arcane weapon, so I guess they're just going to be naming arcane weapons whatever they want now. Now, I totally forgot about this weapon because it's a hero's relic introduced in 3 hopes. In Fade though, it's going to have the 4th gen arcane traits, and it's a green tome. It will then have support effects for inflicting minus 7 speed and res, panic, and discord on the closest enemies. Pretty simple. For her unique A skill, Mastermind has turned into True Genius. Lysithea hands out attack and speed buffs, preamp pulse, and a 40% DR on initiation status. She has no follow-up and the 100% potent follow-up condition. Like Tea-Time Lysithea, she deals true damage equal to 80% treachery and 80% dominance. Unlike her Tea-Time ult, this Lysithea gets flat damage reduction equal to 40% of the true damage amount. Oh boy. Now to utilize the flat DR in her kit, Lysithea has a new mage-only special called Logic. This is a 5 cooldown special that boosts damage by 80% attack if the foe has penalties. If you initiate, you reduce damage from all hits by 40% on pierceable DR. If the foe has a penalty, you also get preamp pulse for minus 1 instant cooldown. It's a pretty interesting option for the hyper aggro player phase mages. For other skills, Lysithea has the new Conjuring Breath for anti-healing, true damage, and breath type cooldown. You then get even more instant cooldown with Creation Pulse. If I can add, Lysithea instantly will fire off Logic, then potentially recharge it if she's hit back, and then she follows up. With the 100% potent follow-up hit, Lysithea can then fire off a second Logic Bomb. Like usual, the Book 10 freebie is going to be joining the New Heroes banner. I assume Alfonse might be on the December monthly banner as well, but that's not confirmed. This banner will last until Christmas Eve at the very least. Now, as part of the celebration, you can get 2 5-star Lorenzes by completing quests. Nice jumpstart on the merge project or just free Kanto fodder. For whatever reason, Raphael is the Grand Hero battle unit. I guess someone ate his food and he got mad. Raphael is an axe armor with a hilariously high 59 HP. That's pretty insane, and yet it still doesn't top Arden's 60 base HP. Raphael was going to be getting that awkward speed armor stat spread with pretty low res. He could use patience and maybe physical save skills, but definitely not the most balanced tank. For skills, Raphael has Bold Fighter, Ignis, and Assault Troop, which is a nice free-to-play surprise. I'm not sure what his Melee Axe Plus does, but I didn't see anything unusual besides it not granting stat bonuses. I want to have higher hopes, but after Rockman getting such special treatment, I'm not expecting a whole lot from the next inheritable, unfortunately. Now, for the last part of the video, we have a couple small updates coming in Update 10.0. This is going to be live later today after the maintenance. First off, Binding Worlds now lets you pick units up to version 7.11. The tail end of this would be like Mythic Golvig, so anyone before that is fair game. If I understood correctly, a pretty big change is that going forward, new hero reruns are going to be just happening every month in order of release. This includes the Forging Bonds Revival, so pretty nice for anyone looking for more copies at a set release date. These used to be every other month, so this is just a nice change to get everyone another chance. That'll be it for the Book 10 Fate channel. The update releases today, and Book 10 will be ready with the new reset, so go get your shiny new Alfonse. I'll be working on the new refined batch and then the full banner breakdown video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.